Today we are attempting to do a glow up for our mailbox. The first thing my husband is going to be doing is clipping the Hot Lips salvia that is way past overgrown that I probably should have pruned back in the spring. But anyway, my husband will be doing most of the work in this video, as when we recorded this, it was in between my first oral surgery and my second oral surgery, and I just wasn't up to snuff. I haven't been up to snuff mostly this whole summer, but anyway, you're going to be seeing my husband do most of the work in this video. Our goal here is to make the mailbox like a brick post. It kind of like maybe like a smaller wooden, like a brick oven, like a pizza wooden oven where it goes over the actual mailbox. We'll see if we actually get that how I want it. It may end up just being a straight square post, but the first thing we've got to do is clean off the bottom. It already has kind of a cement base, but the cement is kind of cracking and falling apart, and it's sort of slowly been put together with rocks and other metal on top of it to keep it stabilized. And so we're just cleaning off that cement, pulling out the weeds that are growing in between all of the cracks. And my husband is now taking a scraper to the top of it to try to get all the moss off, because there's a bunch of moss growing on it. And so that's basically what we're doing, going back and forth, just spraying it off, cleaning it off, pulling weeds, spraying it off, cleaning it off, pulling weeds. So apparently here I didn't catch my husband putting the cement block over the mailbox. It just magically appears. And of course there is more weeding to be done in the middle of it. Dexter. And of course Dexter has to be in the middle of it too. We're gonna get wet, kitties. Bye-bye, Dexter. There's an open hole on these blocks on the bottom side. It's kind of just like a little bit of curve. So my husband's adding rocks to block up the hole so when we pour the cement, it doesn't fall out. We did not buy these blocks. We're just using what we already had here around the property, just laying around. Otherwise, we would have bought a whole different complete style of blocks. Now it's time to put on the second block. And you'll see the hole what I'm talking about in just a sec. How are we going to block up that hole?
The hole help.
So now it's time to mix up the concrete, and what we bought is a 60-pound bag of the Quickcrete, which is the fast-acting, fast-drying concrete. So now we're just going to mix it up before we start pouring. And now the first pour. It's just more of that. Scraping, pouring, pushing it down. Repeat. Well, that's the last of that concrete bag. The bottom block is done, so we're going to let that dry before we mix up another bag and do the top block. Just giving the tools and the wheelbarrow a rinse off while we wait. It's dry on the bottom block now, so now we're starting brick 2. Water, mix, pour, repeat. Now he's just smoothing it out here to make it more level. What I'm doing here with the bamboo stick is just trying to press down cement as much as I can to make sure there's no air bubbles in this. And what we're planning on doing is my husband is going to make like a box frame that will fit around the bottom of the base, and then we'll fill the whole thing up with cement, and then we will take bricks and mortar bricks against the cement. This is just step 1 out of a step 4 process. That'll do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, feed the pollinators for me.